This is some big news I have to share with you today about the Raiders. The news is coming, and being on fire is getting hotter and hotter. Today, my friend, you'll be surprised by what's been confirmed. Just when fans thought the Raiders offseason had finally cooled down, boom! The front office is back in the spotlight with moves and rumors that could completely transform the 2025 season. From a potential blockbuster trade to unexpected leadership behind the scenes and a worrying update on one of the season's biggest stars, what we're about to reveal could turn the Raiders' future upside down. Jauan Jennings is no ordinary wide receiver. He's tough, he's physical, he's reliable, and now he's had enough. After delivering the best season of his NFL career in 2024, with 77 receptions, 975 receiving passes, and 6 touchdowns, the 28-year-old made it clear he wants to be paid what he's worth. And if the San Francisco 49ers don't adjust his current deal, he's ready to pack his bags. ESPN reports that Jennings is planning to request a trade before training camp if there's no agreement to progress. And among the times listed as logical trade partners, the Las Vegas Raiders aren't at the top. This isn't just off-season talk. It's a potentially major shakeup in the wide receiver market, and the Raiders could benefit enormously. With Deebo Samuel traded to the Commanders and Brandon Ayuk still recovering from knee surgery, Jennings was San Francisco's safety net, the glue holding the passing game together. He's owed $7.5 million in the final year of his contract, and it's clear he won't settle for another underpaid season. That's where Las Vegas comes in. While the Raiders have already made significant improvements this offseason, bringing in Geno Smith at quarterback, adding high-profile running back Ashton Jeanty, and recruiting superstar tight end Brock Bowers, they're still missing a piece at wide receiver. Jacoby Myers has been solid. Rookie Jack Beck shows potential, but the unit lacks a true veteran with toughness, experience, and decisive play. Jennings fits the bill perfectly. Under offensive coordinator Chip Kelly, the Raiders' scheme is built on detail, quick decisions, and after-the-catch action, areas where Jennings excels. His ability to create separation on short routes, make contested catches, and provide elite downfield blocking can immediately boost red zone efficiency. He's not as flashy as Tyreek Hill or explosive as Waddle, but he's reliable. And that's exactly what Geno Smith needs in high-pressure moments. Let's not forget, Jennings spent years developing under Kyle Shanahan's complex offensive system, which shares concepts with Kelly's playbook. This familiarity could accelerate his integration into the Raiders' offense. Imagine him lining up inside, passing a linebacker, and then sliding into the flat for a first down. That's Jennings football. Smart, physical, productive. And while other times, like the Dolphins, Jets, and Steelers have been involved in the race, none can offer the same immediate opportunity. In Miami, he was buried behind Tyreek and Waddle. In New York, the QB situation remains volatile. Pittsburgh has depth but lacks roles. Las Vegas? They offer a real chance to be a WR2, or even a WR1B behind Myers. Jennings knows this. The Raiders know this. Pete Carroll knows this. Besides, this could be the missing piece to destroy the offense. It's no longer just a boat, it's a calculated opportunity. But while fans speculate about new weapons on the field, there's a powerful force at work behind the scenes that could already be shaping the Raiders' destiny in 2025. You know the name, you've seen him lift trophies, and now he's helping build something in Las Vegas. It's not that far-fetched. International sources believe Tom Brady is quietly reshaping the Raiders' culture in ways no one expected. When the all-time great became a minority owner in 2023, most fans saw it as symbolic. But now, heading into the 2025 season, it's becoming clear. Brady isn't just sitting in a luxury box. He's helping shape the direction of this franchise. Kay Adams, host of Up and Adams on FanDuel TV, recently said what many have been whispering: don't underestimate Brady's influence. She highlighted his obsession with winning, the same passion that earned him 7 Super Bowl titles, which is now driving the Raiders to make smarter decisions at every level. Sources within the organization confirmed that Brady had a hand in the hiring of head coach Pete Carroll and general manager John Spytek. And while he doesn't hold an official executive position, several reports suggest Brady is quite active behind the scenes, from mentoring players to advising on important roster decisions. The Raiders have struggled for 2 decades. Since their last playoff victory in 2002, they've been a whirlwind of coaching, lost draft picks, and instability at quarterback. But Brady's arrival brings something rare to Las Vegas: a winning model, a mindset based on preparation, detail, and championship-level discipline. According to people close to the time, Brady's presence is already being felt in the locker room. He's spoken with players during minicamps, encouraged closer communication among the coaching staff, and pushed for higher training standards. This leadership could be key to unlocking this roster's full potential. Even more interesting, Brady's involvement could help attract other veterans to Las Vegas. The players want to be around winners. They want to be part of something serious. And with Brady steering the ship from the owner's bench, the Raiders now have a level of talent they've been lacking for years. But what good is a culture change if your stars can't stay on the field? This is where a more recent concern arises, and it involves one of the the Raiders' biggest defensive investments of the offseason. Let's get to the bottom of what's really going on with Christian Wilkins. When the Raiders signed Christian Wilkins this offseason, fans exploded with excitement. One of the league's most dominant interior defenders was finally arriving in Las Vegas. A true game changer, a dictator, the kind of player capable of transforming a middling defensive line into an elite one. He wasn't just a marquee acquisition. He was a centerpiece of a new identity. But now, just weeks before the start of training camp, that concern has been replaced by uncertainty. And the news, or lack thereof, is raising eyebrows throughout Raider Nation. It all started with a foot injury that, at first, didn't seem too serious. A minor setback. Routine, even. But now, the narrative has changed. Vinny Bonsignore of the Las Vegas Review-Journal hinted last week that Wilkins may have undergone a second surgery on the same foot that had been repaired previously. It's no small detail. And when longtime Raiders insider Hondo Carpenter, one of the most optimistic voices covering the season, began to change his tune, fans took notice. Carpenter, speaking on the Las Vegas Raiders Insider podcast, summed it up this way. "I said everyone I talked to expected him to be ready for week 1. I haven't heard anyone say otherwise, but now it's more of a "we think he'll be ready" than a "we know he will be." This shift, from certainty to cautious optimism, is subtle but significant. Confidence inside the stadium isn't isolated, but it's clearly not the same. And then the theory emerged that it made things worse. According to the Vegas Nation podcast, part of the reason Wilkins may have suffered a turnaround was himself. "It's just speculation," said Adam Hill, "but there's promise that he may have overexerted himself during his recovery. That effort to recover quickly may have been what hurt him again. Sometimes the Times need to protect players from themselves." Think about it. The Raiders' top defensive signing, the guy they're counting on to close the middle against Mahomes and Herbert, may have aggravated his injury simply by wanting to return to the field too soon. Admirable? Yes. But dangerous? Absolutely. So far, the Raiders haven't issued any official statement. The timetable remains a mystery. The rookies are scheduled to report to camp in Henderson on July 17th. The veterans will arrive on July 22nd, and all eyes will be on Wilkins. If he's not in uniform, even for limited practices, the silence will speak volumes. The Raiders have every reason to be cautious. Wilkins signed a massive contract in the offseason due to his elite production and durability. They need him at full fitness, not rushed and injured again. The defensive scheme relies heavily on internal disruption, especially with AFC West offenses built around mobile, high-IQ quarterbacks. If Wilkins can't command double teams or destroy the pocket, this entire unit risks falling apart. Still, there is some hope. Sources close to the team say Wilkins was mentally focused, attending meetings, communicating with coaches, and staying physically active in controlled environments. His leadership isn't lacking, but hope, as fans know all too well, isn't a strategy, especially in a division where every game counts. The Raiders have invested heavily in this roster. Pete Carroll's arrival has set a new tone. Tom Brady's presence has boosted confidence. Rumors have been rife with potential deep-seated improvements. And yet, all of this hinges on one thing: health. If Wilkins can't play, or worse, isn't 100%, the defense could quickly become a liability. And you, Raiders fan, do you believe that the arrival of a veteran like Juwan Jennings, combined with Tom Brady's quiet leadership and Christian Wilkins' full recovery, could be the decisive trio to take Las Vegas back to the top of the AFC? Or is there still a missing piece for this puzzle to finally come together? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, but I will be back later to update you with the latest Raiders news.